Hey there, it's Chad Weber from LeadRush, and I'd like to welcome you to video segment number 2. As a quick recap of what we've already discussed in the previous training video, we talked about the importance of locating agents who are currently hosting or soon to host an open house. We also talked about and provided you with a script in order to contact those agents. So what we're going to talk about in segment number 2 is what do you do after you have contacted those agents. How do you go from speaking to that agent to actually turning them into a potential source of leads? So let's talk about that right now. Once you've gotten in touch with that agent, the very next thing that you're going to do is demonstrate the marketing tool that you have. In other words, LeadRush. So you're going to demonstrate the process and the final result by showing off what the site can do. So let's go ahead and exit these slides and let's go live to the website. So here we are at the LeadRush homepage, and the first thing that we're going to do is sign in as a loan officer. So we're going to click this little icon here, add in my email address, put in my password, and click log me in. The next thing that we want to do is click on the My Agents tab here at the top. And I'm actually going to create a new agent account. So let's pretend that agent is named Chad Weber. I'm just going to create a fake email, put in a web address here, and I'm going to click Create Agent. Okay, so I've created an agent account. What you would do here in this instance is add your target agent. So you're going to add a name, you're going to add an email, you're going to add a phone number if you know their website, if you're able to collect that from whatever information source you use to pull those open houses from, you're going to enter all of that in. You're also going to head on over to My Agent Campaign tab here at the far left. And we're going to click to create a new campaign here as well. Now, what this create a campaign is going to do is create an actual landing page that you can send agents to. We're creating this just in case we end up needing it. So it just kind of makes things easier. I really strongly recommend that you customize the data here by going into edit after you've created a landing page. You can edit the header with a personal message. You can use the agent's name. Now, you are limited on the number of words you can have here in the top headline, but if I got rid of the word online, I could actually put, say the agent's name was Chad, I can actually put their name in the headline so that it appears in the headline. That's going to get their attention. They're going to appreciate that little bit of customization there. And we can do the same thing with some of these other open tabs here. You know, I can add their name here in the main block ad copy. Down the bottom, call to action. I'm going to click Save Changes. Once you're done with that, you're going to click to view. Just make sure that everything looks the way you want it. So now you can see the customization, the name, and that top headline there. So if I really wanted to, I can add their name over here. And once again, maybe down here towards the bottom, you know, put another personal message and tell them how to get in touch with me. So you're just going to do a little bit of tweaking to customize it so it's really speaking to them, so that when you show up, it shows that not only did you target them specifically with that phone call, but also that you took the time to customize this landing page to show that they're more than just a number to you. Now what I'm going to do is actually sign out of the loan officer section, and I'm going to click to log in as a real estate agent. Okay, so I've now successfully logged in as a real estate agent. And the reason why we're logging in as a realtor is I want you to have this handy when you go to demonstrate the system to your target agents. When you show up at that open house, what you're going to do is show them the old method versus the new method of generating leads from an open house, doing something by paper, or actually giving the individuals a reason to want to give up their information through the use of the LeadRush system. So what you're going to do is actually create a new property campaign. Okay, so I've clicked on my properties and I clicked on new property campaign. And I'm going to do this before I go see that agent. And I'm going to look up on their website or even look at the property that they're sitting in an open house right now for. So that way it's really going to drive home. I'm going to customize this by clicking on picking out one of these 4 templates. Click the next button. And then you're simply going to fill in the property information. So okay, so I know that property's in St. Peter's. I'm just going to copy and paste the text. Whatever it was that I saw at that Realtor.com page, I'm just going to copy and paste that text here. And then if they had a video on their website or anywhere, I'm going to put that video URL here. I'm going to click Save Changes. So you can see here where you can customize the property photos. Now you could grab those also from Realtor.com or whatnot, because you're not advertising them yet, guys. All you are doing at this stage is giving them a demonstration. Okay, so you're not violating anything. You're not going out there and publishing this. You're not advertising real estate. All you're doing is showing them the power of what you do. So special offer, all that fun stuff. Then I save my changes. Now I can come back and view any of these properties. Let's see what they look like. So here's a pre-rendered squeeze page or landing page, if you will. And you're going to pull this up and show them that instead of somebody filling out this boring little card, it's usually a little tear sheet or something along those lines that asks, you know, what's your name, what's your address, cell phone number, are you looking to buy in, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 1 year, etc. Instead, we're going to have a laptop on hand, or it could be any sort of smartphone or smart device, such as an iPad or some sort of a pad device, and anywhere where you have an internet connection. This can be pulled up, and individuals can fill this out directly through whatever that device is. Now, the advantage to that agent, now remember what the features and what the advantages are. Okay, what are the features and the benefits? The benefit to the agent is that the person has a reason to fill this out. Now, if you take a look here, that this is where you kind of incentivize, but we want to incentivize legally, guys. So typically what I like to do is get in touch with local service providers that people moving are going to need. It could be a local mover, it could be a home inspector, it could be a furniture store. They're going to need furniture, they're going to want to furnish this place, a decorating store, any of those things, and ask them if they would be able to provide you with some sort of exclusive discount code or coupon code if they become the preferred vendor that you recommend to all of these individuals. All right, so maybe it's a really good 20% off or $100 off or whatever the case may be. But they get that discount or access to that coupon once they fill this out. And if they're serious about moving, that's going to be quite the incentive to them because they're spending a lot of money. If they could save 20%, 25% or whatever the case may be, why wouldn't they? So it's they get it once they successfully fill this in, and then they share it on their Facebook page. Keep in mind that your typical Facebook individual, I don't know how many friends you have, but most individuals on my friends list have 200, 300, 400 individuals. And as you well know, on Facebook, when you post something, it shows up in the data feed. So all your other friends and buddies are seeing this as well. So this property is getting posted. And then if even one of those individuals clicks like or clicks share or reposts, then it's going to show to everyone on their friends list as well. That's how things go viral. So you're going to explain this and demonstrate this to the agent by showing them that you have a beautiful landing page here. You're showing high technology, so if that person may have a home to sell, they may be interested in inquiring about, hey, well, you guys seem to be doing something different than everyone else. So they may actually pick up listings as well when they impress individuals that actually have homes to sell before they buy. So there's a lot of great advantages to them utilizing this system, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. As you go along with your LeadRush membership, we're adding new features and new functionalities that are just going to absolutely stun and blow you away. But all you really need to do is get your arms around this one basic function, and all of this was done simply by clicking on My Properties and setting up a new property by utilizing data that was already there on Realtor.com, Trulia.com, or their website. That's all I did. and I make sure I have it ready to pop up when I go see that agent. So I'm going to show them this. I'm going to talk to them about the viral aspect. And if you have to, log into Facebook and show them what you're talking about. If you're not familiar with what we're talking about here, let's show it to you now. Okay, so what we're looking at here is my data feed to my Facebook page. And what we see in the upper right-hand corner is this is a very active segment where whenever anybody that's connected to me as a friend, whenever they make a post or a comment or anything, it's going to show up here in this data feed. However, here's the main section of my data feed. And all that means is anytime there's any sort of activity, likes, shares, posts, anything along those lines is going to show up here. So whenever somebody walks through that open house and clicks the like button or clicks the share button, then it's going to show up in all of their friends' data feeds. And if even one of them or even just a small handful of them click like or click share, then once again, that's not going to show up. That's not only going to show up in the data feed, but also on their wall as well. My wall is the main page that all my friends and connections see as well. So this here is my wall that's opening up right now. And anytime there's any sort of activity or action taking place, it's going to show up here. So guys, you have a very powerful viral aspect to LeadRush here, and it's not going to take a rocket scientist to see the advantages, because you're not asking them to stop using their loan officer. You're not asking them to do any of that. All you're asking is, hey, do you mind if I get you set up with an account here so that you can have access to this functionality, to these landing pages, and to your very own Facebook timeline pages for all of your open houses. And that is it, guys. It's a very simple story to tell. Only takes a couple of minutes to demonstrate. They either see the value or they don't. We're seeing loan officers set up 5, 6, 7 plus realtors a day utilizing this very same approach. That's it, guys. It doesn't have to be any more complex than that. Don't overthink this. Remember, all you're here to do is locate the agents that are hosting open houses, contact them, demonstrate as we just discussed, and then finally sign them up on the spot. If you have a laptop there or an iPad or a smartphone, then you can help them set up their account in about 30 seconds. All you need is their name, their email, their phone number. Just pop in their information and set them up with their very own realtor account, and you're ready to go. They're ready to start using it. You're going to be there to show them how to use it and help them use it, and even set up some of their landing pages for them to make sure it's getting used so that you can start collecting leads ASAP. That's it, guys. Very simple. We'll see you in the next training video.